5. The Sooners offense takes the field. Guys, it's been a long season. These two squads have had their fair share of battles, but today, David, they have a chance to end the season with a W.
Yeah, and it's a little bit old school, right? With the bowl system, not as much to play for, but you get to put that uniform on again. And it should mean something. You had the bowl prep. You got to have some fun in a different city, Jesse. Now you get to go out and attack this game.
And it's another opportunity just to finish the season, right? To go out with a win. Both of these teams have taken this bowl game seriously. They've prepared. They feel like they're both ready to go. Winning this game is important to build momentum for next year, and also you want to send the seniors out with a W.
And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Really nice run. This guy brings balance to this offense. It's not all high-flying aerial passing attack, too. You go back to Adrian Peterson, DeMarco Murray, Samaje Perine. They've always had guys in these spread-up tempo offenses that have been able to give them balance and force the defense to stay honest. That's exactly what this guy brings the Sooner offense.
And now on second down for this offense. The give out of the gun. Got enough for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Sooners have their offense in high gear. Using his legs, it's Fields. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Mateer. Grabbed in the middle, it's Winfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
The pull and throw off the RPO. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time it's a screen throw, and he had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
How about that first drive by the offense? Usually script the first 10 plays. Well, I had one extra. It only took 9. Great job moving down the field, stringing plays that look like other plays together, and getting this opening drive touchdown.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The returner will field it and try to do some business. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Tulane's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like power. All those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And a part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well together.
Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Takes the handoff. It's Turner. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. After the last run, would you just give it to him again on 3rd down? To the air, it's Holstein. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And he'll pull it in inside the 20. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14. He'll pull it on the read. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the right. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Green Wave. Extra point here will tie the game. And he made the extra point without problem. They put together an 81-yard drive. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Sooners with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Looking down the middle. Balls it in. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Bunch formation for these receivers. Caught behind the line. It's Winfield. And they'll knock him down.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. You've thrown him 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
Making side adjustments here. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start.
False start. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Mateer. Trying to beat the D deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Sooners send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Fires to the tight end. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the 1st down. The Green Wave with plenty of options here on 2nd and short. Looking to fire. He's going to let it go. Snags it inside the 20. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Wave.
And that's his 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. My man is just finding pay dirt. Tell you what, these are the kind of guys that you continue to feature throughout a game when he can do this kind of damage after he catches the football.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Caught in the backfield, it's Fields. Turning it on! Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the 1st down. Lots Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch, make the run, get the first down.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, and you don't see that often, right? This guy is elite. He's one of the best in the business. This is what he does for a living, obviously. That's why he gets paid millions of dollars. Yes, NIL is real. So I don't expect many misses from this guy like that.
Good timing on the quick out. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
Now on third down for this offense. Here's a heat. Blasted as he lets it go. Intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Sometimes the quarterback puts that zip on it. You can hear it. Sometimes he uses the lob wedge where it takes a little time to get there. That time, he used the lob wedge, and the defender came in and made the interception. Big play for this defense early.
Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield. Brought down at the 32-yard line. Picks up 15 yards on the play and an important first down. Guys, the quarter comes to a close, and Tulane has the lead here. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. Grabbed behind the line. It's Preston. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
The Green Wave put itself in a mess behind the sticks here on second down. Thanks to grab. Snowed under by the defense.
And after giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage, maybe blitz.
The Green Wave trying to move the chains on third and short. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a third down stop. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. And this one will be a 40-yard try from the left hash. Absolutely center cut. And now the lead is even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. At the 35, he's open. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. A great Oklahoma running attack will bring a tear to the Boomer Sooner Nation eye, thinking of guys like Billy Sims.
And where it all started was always the ground game and the toughness, and you never question that. In Oklahoma, they got to get to that. They got to be that. They got to live that if they really want to build on what they used to be and bring that tradition and build some of that tradition in the SEC.
Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. Give to the running back.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. You want to talk about building a drive around a guy, first on the ground and now using him in the passing game.
And you get so much bang for your buck because you can split him out wide. You can fake it to him and throw it. This is a guy that really stretches the field and makes you decide.
And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown Sooner!
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature and you find them, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they close it to a 17-14 game. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a touchdown pass covering 28 yards. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's the play.
There he goes. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Holstein. Finds the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the big fella. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping 3rd downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
He'll sneak it and try to surge forward.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see Grant so successful.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. The inside handoff. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule and it makes those 3rd downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
Grab near the marker. It's Preston. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Here comes Tulane after picking up the 1st down. Single back formation, and they give it to him. They make the stop as he gets it inside the 30 to the 28, a gain of 4.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
5 yards away from another 3rd down conversion on this drive. They're already 2 for 2. Quick release on the RPO. They've got enough for the 1st down. They're in the red zone at the 20.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flank. Nice job.
And the wide receivers have to understand what part of the field they're on. I got to make sure I have enough space when I run those out routes, and when I break, I can catch the football and try to get upfield, get a few more yards. He runs out of space, but he got the catch and got some positive yards.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. On the move, it's Turner. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever, third and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running, so nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a third down opportunity that's in their favor.
They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
Splits the uprights. Good. That pushes the lead to 6 at 20-14. So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. On the move from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
You've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Palmer. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
The sure hands, it's Thomas. Good pick up a little bit short of the sticks. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, second down coming. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Great job on the back end in coverage. DB staying in the hip pocket of the target and was able to swat that ball away.
They'll try to get it through the air. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Snatches it on the right. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Staley. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. He caught it. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Delay of game. Offense.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. Splits the uprights right down the middle. The lead down to just 3, 20-17. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Reese, hard not to enjoy the pageantry and the meaning of this great game. And, of course, it helps to have had ourselves an eventful first half in the Armed Forces Bowl. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line.
on the run from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. And they got it done in the first half, but the job now, follow up, close the deal, and bring home a bowl victory.
Finish. You hear teams say it all the time. That applies to them right now, David, here in the second half. It's a lot of really good things. In that first half, you need some more big plays here to get this W.
And you've seen it with bowl games. Big swings, man. When the rust comes off after that first half and people get in a rhythm, you've seen big comebacks. So I know they're winning, but keep the foot on the gas. This first possession is crucial.
And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and
He's going to throw deep right side. Hauls in the deep ball. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. Here comes Tulane after picking up the first down. On the run, it's Turner. Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
The offense thought they had a good look to run that play into with the QB, but here's just an example of a defender winning his one-on-one battle and making a tremendous play. Great effort by that guy.
The Green Wave lining up, facing 3rd and long. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Preston. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. And very important not only to generate power, but to find his mark. A 49-yard try from the left. And it slips just inside that right upright. They double their lead up to 6 here in the 3rd quarter.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. With the catch, it's Winfield. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on 2nd down. To the air, it's Mateer. Floating away. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with a clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long with players like that getting after him.
Quarterback making checks. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He's going for it all. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Sooners will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. Tulane comes to the line. Lots of work to do on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Back to pass, it's Holstein. Fires to the middle. Makes the catch, it's Mitchell. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. This Tulane offense has a great drive going. Got it behind the line. It's Mitchell. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's Mitchell. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be fourth down. This kicker's leg is getting a workout. He's already made 3 field goals, and here he comes again. And he'll kick for the 3 from 36 yards out in the right hash. Smashes it between the uprights.
And so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Looking for room at the 40. Still on his feet at the 45. Oh, he's got some space. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
Love the play call offensively. They knew the defense were crowding a lot of bodies close to the line of scrimmage, and once they were able to get to the second level, all they had to do was make one guy miss and get one good angle. And with the speed that ball carrier has, man, that thing was a sure shot touchdown.
On to attempt to try. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. Quarterback on the keeper.
I suspect we can see that same exact play. They make it look really easy, running the option down the line of scrimmage, QB making good decisions and keeping them in good second down situations.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Looks as if that'll be enough for a Tulane first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays.
He's loose. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. And with that one, he's now over 3 bills for the game.
And there's 2 reasons why, Reese. He's made good decisions, and he's been accurate throwing the football all game long.
Fires to the tight end. He steps out of bounds at the 41-yard line. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Because it freezes those linebackers, it freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run, and then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here comes Tulane after picking up the first down. Leaves it with the back. Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hand.
And we talk to teams week after week and quarterbacks and coaches, and what do they always say, man? Quarterback's best friend is a tight end. Well, that play right there, he wasn't his best friend. You don't see a lot of drops from him.
Throws toward the end zone. And it's intercepted in the end zone. No, he's out of bounds. Oh, so close to stopping the drive with a turnover in the end zone. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. He'll swing that big leg for 3 from 44 yards out. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. They extend the lead to 5 here in the third.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. We've reached the break, and it's Tulane on top. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Rides to the back and leaves it on the option. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. We're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
Looking for a man. It's Mateer. Quick strike complete. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30. New set of downs after the completion. Looking downfield on first down. Moving away from pressure. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The Sooners have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. He lets one fly deep. He's got it on the left. Oh, he's getting ahead. Touchdown Sooners. They've got the lead here in the fourth.
And at this stage of the game in the fourth quarter, big-time players make big plays in big games. What a great job after he secured the catch in the open field, showing off the speed, taking it to the house, and with it, his team now has the lead.
He's into the end zone for the 2-point conversion, at least for the moment, but there is a flag down. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. And the extra point is good, and the lead is 2 here in the fourth. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Got his man quickly. Just has a knack for hitting that move on time. He's out to the 33.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
Yeah, and what a nice job seeing it, reacting, and throwing. When you run these RPOs, you want to read the defense really quickly. Is he playing run? Okay, boom. I'm going to throw this slant right behind him. Nice job by the QB.
Caught in the backfield, it's Mitchell. They stop him just a link or 2 short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. And they'll come to the line with less than a yard to go. From the gun, the ground game. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
He'll sneak it.
And the QB sneak has been around for 4,000 years. Obviously some exaggeration, but so hard to stop. Quarterback gets it, starts to burrow behind that offensive line, and now you got the push behind these guys. It's almost impossible to stop.
Here comes Tulane after picking up the first down. Here's the handoff. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. The give to the back. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Green Wave put itself in a mess behind the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Holstein. And the pass was broken up, incomplete, and there's a flag on the field. This could be offensive holding.
Offense.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Tune in to the Ocho, 8th play of the drive coming up. Holds and fires complete to the right. And he's knocked down.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down.
I think moving forward on 3rd down, this offense is going to have to be a little bit more aggressive and try to throw it vertically. You start throwing the ball around the line of scrimmage against these guys, they've got way too much speed, and you saw it right there.
So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. No good. Still down by 2. Chance to take the lead out the window, guys. Tough break there.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. They'll run the RPO and pull it right. And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down. The Sooners want to crank the tempo. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
Well, it's not a home run, but it's just enough by the running back to move the chains.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Defense there to get him out of bounds as he gets it down to the 48.
I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on the first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on 3rd down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
Bounced out of bounds at the 43-yard line.
And the nice thing about late in the football game, when you have the lead, you kind of know the defense will get aggressive. You might get some man coverage. They get it to their receiver out wide. I love the run after the catch. He's got such playmaking ability. That's a big first down for this offense.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wide receiver comes in motion. From the gun, running back on the move. Picks up the first down, still moving. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
And you hear people talk about the 4-minute offense all the time in football. What does that mean? That means you're getting first downs, running the clock, and just right now physically dominating up front. Nice job by this offense.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Sooners have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Motion from the wideout. With jet sweep pass. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
Offense trying to go push pass on 1st down down the goal line, but the defense, tremendous surge up front. They get penetration, and they get the tackle for loss.
Gets it out fast. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. After a drive this long, a field goal would be a punch in the gut. It's 3rd and goal. They go to the ground. He cannot get it in. A mere inches away from pay dirt. The Sooners will try to convert on 4th down. Gets it out quickly. Touchdown, Oklahoma! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Man, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you see quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. They built up some time of possession with that last drive, but couldn't turn it into points with the missed field goal. We'll see if they can put something on the board this time. And Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The Green Wave put itself in a mess behind the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass, it's Holstein. Here comes the Heat. And he feels the heat coming in and burns him up. Another sack. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. DBs will try to keep everything in front. He's taking a deep shot. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
And I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this moment.
Brings it in down the left side. And it's a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 44. They're moving quickly after that big 4th down conversion. Clock will roll when the ball is set. Wants to throw on 1st down. And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? He wants to throw it again. Got the quick pass. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offense. Lost one deep down the right side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now we're dealing with 4th down. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs.
After being stopped there on 4th down, this game's pretty much over. They were going to have to go down in a 2-minute situation, put at least 7 up on the board. They couldn't get it done. Things just haven't gone their way. It's been that type of day today. They're going to leave the stadium with the loss.
They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. The Sooners just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. They'll move the tight end. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. Looking back on it, this game probably falls precisely into the definition of a trap game. The trap was set, sprung, and the underdogs come up with the win.
And that's why we go, you know what? I don't take your rankings. I'm not worried about your rankings. They don't matter to me. We're going to go out and beat this team. We're better than this team. A lot of times those rankings don't mean a lot to a lot of people, and you can tell it didn't mean a lot to this team, and that's why they came out and pulled the upset.
Absolutely, David. I mean, that's why you play the games. This team knew they had to come out. They were going to have to put their best foot forward in order to get the W. They did just that. They're talented. They're obviously motivated. I can't wait to see how they follow this up in their next game.
That's going to do it for us here, and for these two teams, that's going to do it for a season.